Hey guys, it's me, your totally favorite YouTuber, and in this video, I'm gonna show you one of my personal favorite games of all time, 0K. So yeah, in this video, I am gonna show you, viewers, what all of this game has to offer. Oh boy, where do I start with this one? Even in the menu, you can already see there are literally so many settings just in the graphics section. It's just unbelievable. Then, when you want to play, there are two different modes you can play. Skirmish, which is for me personally the main mode, and campaign, and we're just quickly gonna go through them both. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the campaign, and the campaign is basically just you have a mission, and you have limited units, so you're not really doing anything that freely. So, like, in my opinion, I find the campaign a little bit too limiting. Of course, when you're far into the campaign, then of course you have unlocked multiple different units from different factions. So yeah, this game mode is basically for them who want more of a storyline game and not just quickly you fight against an enemy bot team. And if they want to spice things up, well, I can obviously see why you would play this. But yeah, for me, it's just not really that thing. Like you can already see here on the video, it's pretty, like, it can be pretty crazy. But like, I had a mission where I just had to destroy so many things, and I found that to be very boring. So yeah, but I can see why you would like this. But now let's just go to my personal favorite game mode in 0K. Okay, but now to the good part of the game. The skirmish mode is the main mode, at least for me. Of course, there's also multiplayer, but I'm not going to put that into account in this video, maybe in a second video. So, the great thing about this is you can make your own teams. But don't get me started on the maps, because there are literally 1 quadrillion different maps that you could choose from. And that's not even the best part. You can even customize your own game. Like, you can make incomes more. So I think if you want 3 times the resources you will get, you can just put that in. Or if you don't like certain units, you can just disable them. Or if you just want to see what your enemy is up to all the time, you can just also enable that. And that is so crazy. And yeah, you could also like add more teams, and the AIs of course all have different difficulties. There's like beginner, and then there's absolutely brutal. Like that is where you're like you have 0 chance. But now let's get to the second part of this video. Okay, so 0K is a game where you choose between 4 commanders, and you can choose your factory in the beginning. And you have to gather resources in order to build your own base. And but you also have to be prepared that maybe an enemy spy is trying to figure out what you're doing. So you have to put up turrets, and all of that, the bases are growing and growing, and at one point your bases are big enough that all of you have to fight and maybe even flank the enemies. Yeah, I activated, as you see, these this 3 times multiplier, so that this game goes a little faster, because I was recording this in the evening and I had school the next day. And there are 4 different things of types you can build. There are the icons, which is like the electricity, which is like the most important resource, because without electricity you can literally do nothing. Then there are the defense turrets, which are, as the name says, just turrets, laser cannons, anti-air, all of that. But then there's the fun part, the special tears. That is what I disabled, because they are so goddamn OP. There's like giant rotating minigun that just shoots rainbow plasma balls into the sky, and then just literally destroys everything. Yeah, and then there's the factories, which you get the units from, and they are probably the most important part of. So yeah, and of course, sometimes you even have to flank the enemies, because as you can see here, I already destroyed the enemy once, and then I decided to flank him from the behind. Wait, what? That sounded kind of sus. Okay, anyways, and yeah, that's how I literally crushed my opponent that was on the other side, had high ground and everything, but they just weren't prepared. Or as you can see here, I sent some constructors, which they are like a secondary commander, but they can also build things, which mostly only the commander can do. And you see, I even gave them some protection, or I even got some artillery and gave them protection as well. And you know, you always have to play with strategy, and it's really important, because if you're not playing with strategy and are just going straight in, it's going to end horribly. Let's go! Look at this bastard. Weakening them piece by piece. They're all gonna go down. Oh shit. Bro, I just got so much. Okay, so there are a lot of different unit classes in 0K. For example, there are anti-air units or riot units. So yeah, those are all unit classes that 0K has to offer. Anti-air, riot, skirmish, blah blah blah. Most of the classes are self-explanatory. So anti-air is good against air units, but they cannot shoot at ground units. Riot units are good at swarms of units. Skirmish units just kinda shoot projectiles. Assault units outclass every single unit class that forms the rock, paper, scissors system, which I will get more into detail later. Raiders, are the ones, like, there are swarmy units. Artillery is just artillery units that shoot from afar. Support units, there are very few of them. They just kinda stand still like the fencer, just shoot while standing still. Scouts are the younger brothers of the raiders. they're just kinda and you want to know what the enemy is up to. Yeah. And I forgot to mention, every single unit class counters each other. So, for example, riots counter raiders, but skirmers counter riots, and raiders counter skirmers. So yeah, just that is very important to remember when playing 0K. And yeah, that was everything for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and remember, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you want to help me out. Goodbye.